morning. This is the fifth and last video in this series of videos showing the sort of things that you can expect on a wildlife holiday in Costa Rica. This time we're in the cloud forest at Monte Verde. If you missed the introduction video, there's a link at the top now and in the text below. When you visit Monte Verde as part of a tour, you'll almost certainly cross Lake Arenal to get there, or to move on from there to get to your next destination. You'll cross the lake in one of these small boats. The lake can get quite choppy, which makes it an exciting ride. We crossed the lake from Arenal to Monte Verde, and the overall journey from Arenal to Monte Verde took several hours. Located in the mountains of Costa Rica, Monte Verde was created by Quakers, escaping national service in the United States in 1948. The Monte Verde Cloud Forest was designated as a reserve in 1972 to protect the trees in the forest from being felled for logging. The area is made up of rivers, rainforests and cloud forests. There's lots to do and see here, including ziplining in the forest. Most people though come here to see the wildlife. Monte Verde has some of the best bird watching in the world. We stayed at the Hotel Belmar. It has stunning grounds with trails through the forest. They grow their own fruit and vegetables. They even have a craft brewery. There's lots of wildlife to see in the grounds surrounding the hotel. The hedge outside of our room was a magnet for hummingbirds. These are quite difficult to photograph when they move. Probably the best place to see the unique flora and wildlife is at the Monte Verde Cloud Forest Biological Preserve. As I've said before in these Costa Rica videos, you should get up early to have the best chance of seeing the wildlife before it all gets too crowded. There are numerous trails in the preserve that you can walk around, but you'll get the best out of it if you get a guide. Otherwise you'll miss most of the interesting stuff. Just as we entered the preserve, a family of agoutis crossed our path. We had a closer encounter with them further along the trail. This one was nuzzling around looking for something tasty to eat. It didn't seem to be bothered by us and a dozen other people watching it. Here's a good example of why you need a guide. We saw 2 hummingbird nests with the female incubating the eggs. We would never have seen these without the guide to point them out. There are thousands of different types of flora here, many of which don't exist anywhere else in the world. Some of the others you might recognise as houseplants. The cloud forest is full of birds. This is a motmot. When you see a hole in an earth bank, it might be a motmot's nest. Alternatively, the hole could be home to one of these, a tarantula spider. Probably the most sought after bird to see in Monte Verde is the quetzel. This was the sacred bird of the ancient Mayas and Aztecs. They still breed here, but they're not common. I hoped to see a male quetzel, but of course I didn't. We did though see this beautiful female quetzel. When she was sighted, about 30 people hurriedly appeared from nowhere to see her. As we left the preserve, there was a long queue to enter it. So remember, come early. Just outside of the entrance to the biological preserve is the Monte Verde Hummingbird Gallery. The hummingbirds are fed using nectar feeders, which are very popular with the birds. Don't miss this if you come to Monteverde. The Monte Verde Cloud Forest is so called because it's often veiled in mist. While we were there though, the sun shone. We left the wet weather behind in Arenal, where we had several days worth of rain in 2 days. And that was the end of our 2 weeks in Costa Rica. We said goodbye to the hummingbirds and the view from the balcony at our hotel and set off back to San Jose and a plane home. If you haven't seen the other videos in this series, there's a link at the top of the page now. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to help our channel grow.